Hello friends, and welcome to your December 2022 TarotScopes with me, Intuitive Rene. I hope you are well and I hope you are excited for December TarotScopes as I am excited to start recording them. So just to give you a little bit of housekeeping as to what it is, how it works, and what you can expect over the next couple of minutes. This intro, everybody gets the same intro just to save me from repeating things 12 times. I record 12, and I'm showing four fingers, I don't know. I record 12 readings using the same structure, the same method, the same process, the same tarot decks, etc. I record 12, and I want to show four fingers again. I don't know what's up with me with that. So I record 12 videos, one for Aries, going all the way through to Pisces. I stick this intro at the beginning of each of them, and I release them, giving you insight into the month ahead. We are obviously into the last month of 2022, and it is super exciting to be at this place. So what I've done, instead of our standard kind of TarotScope structure, I've actually created a bit of a spread that's going to help you to see what was the lesson of 2022. Have you achieved that? What do you still need to do to overcome it? What do we need to take with us into 2023? What do we need to leave behind? And a couple of other things, okay? So I've sort of thrown together this ensemble of a spread of a reading, and I'm going to do exactly the same reading for each sign of the zodiac. If you're on YouTube and you open up the description of this video, you will find links to all the other zodiacs. So if you want to watch for your friends or your partners or your children, or somebody, your worst enemy, to see what it is that they need to deal with or what they are going through, you can do that. So all of them will be in the description below. And you can just go through and watch as many as you need. I do encourage everybody, when I do the month ahead TarotScopes like this, I do encourage you partway through the month to sort of come back and just do a quick check-in. All right, I know I do TarotScopes on a weekly basis, but then is categorized by element. So for the month ahead, I like to do full videos for each sign of the zodiac. I also, when I start the recordings, I set the intention that it be applicable to your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. So if you do know what your things are, if you do know what your alignments are, you are welcome to watch all of those. So yeah, whatever is applicable and appropriate to you. So I do generally just do the 3, sun, moon, and rising, because then it just gets too complicated if we go any further than that. So when I'm shuffling and when I'm doing the videos, I do set those intentions. I am going to work with 2 amazing tarot decks for this particular reading. The first one I'm going to work with is the Forest of Enchantment Tarot. Now, oopsie, I nearly dropped it there. This deck is just amazing. Let me do that, then the camera will hopefully focus. The artwork is just gorgeous. The artwork is just beautiful. And it's got quite a whimsical fantasy type of feel to it. And then to pair it with, I'm pairing it with the Tarot of the Hidden Realm, which is just as gorgeous, just as beautiful. I hope the camera's focusing because I can't see. And just as whimsical, just as fantasy related. So I thought these two will actually work so well together to do the reading. Like I said, I've got a whole lot of questions written out. I am also going to include an oracle deck as well. So, it's going to give you a lot of insight in how best to end off 2022. We are then obviously looking forward at 2023. So when I do the January TarotScopes, which I will release sort of the last week of December, in that last week of December, I will release the January TarotScopes, and there we're going to look forward at the whole of 2023. So this one for December, we're basically looking backwards. We're looking at 2022. What do you still need to achieve? What was the lesson? Have you done it? How are you doing? What do you need to leave behind? And what do you need to take ahead with you? So I do hope that you are going to enjoy the readings. If you do enjoy the reading, all I ask from you is a thumbs up. I love comments, so if you do want to leave me a little comment, that would always be greatly appreciated. I do read them all. I don't always get a chance to reply, but I do absolutely read every single one of them. And if you would like to leave a show of gratitude, you can. Just over here somewhere on the screen will be a super thanks button that will allow you to leave a a donation, a tip, if you may, a way of showing gratitude for the insight that you have received during the video. So I'm now going to flip the camera around so that you can see the table and that you don't necessarily have to see my face, because I do need a lot of space to show you all the cards. So I'm going to flip the camera around and we're going to get started with your zodiac. I'll see you there. Right, Taurus, let's get into your reading and let's have a look and see what December has in store for you. What do you need to know? What do you need to be aware of? What is important and significant? We're looking at December 2022 for all Taurus energy, but we're also looking forward a little bit at 2023. But we need to understand, what is it from 2022 that we need to finish, that we need to complete? What do we still need to focus on? What is important and significant? So Taurus, giving the cards a good shuffle. Once they are shuffled, whoopsie, I'm going to just leave them on the side and then draw off the top. I do have another tarot deck and an oracle deck off camera that I will be, drawing on shortly. At the end of the reading, I will bring them in and use them as well. But for now, Tarot of the Hidden Realm. Okay, let's put the cards together. Cut the deck. Right, so Taurus is going to leave them right over there. It's the only place where there isn't glare on the table. If I put them up there, it's too glary. Right, so Taurus, we are looking at, the first card we're looking at is, what do you need to leave behind in 2022? So what is something that you must not be taking forward with you? So what do you need to leave behind? And here we have the Knight of Swords. So if we look at this guy, I mean, he is yielding a massive sword. It is so super sharp. That point, that tip is so super sharp. It's going to cause some major damage. But look how vulnerable he is. He doesn't have any armor on him. He doesn't have anything to protect his open, exposed torso. But that's because he doesn't feel like he needs it. He is so confident in his skill, in his ability. He is so confident in himself that he feels as if he doesn't need any suit of armor to protect him, because he is quite capable of protecting himself. Now, when I say that, I immediately get a sense of arrogance, okay? Because, I mean, let's be honest, he doesn't know who he's fighting. He doesn't know who he's taking on. And he may not know their true skill set. So even though he is confident, it may be a little bit short-sighted. So this is what we need to leave behind in 2022. So Taurus, as much as you may be confident in your skill set, don't ever allow yourself to be overconfident, because overconfident may bring you some challenges. So we're leaving overconfidence in 2022, okay? Because that's the energy to leave behind. Now we're going to look at the energy that you must take with you into 2023. So what energy are you carrying forward? And here we have the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace of Pentacles is, I mean, the artwork, isn't it gorgeous? So here we have this little hedgehoggy creature who, something has piqued his interest, okay? Something has caught his attention, and he's looking at it and he's curious, and he's like, oh, what's that? Can I eat it? Is it going to hurt me? Is it friend? Is it foe? What is it? And he is curious. He is very much prepared to step forward and to explore and to experience and to find out. But he has this curiosity, okay? So we're saying, leave behind this overconfidence and carry forward your curiosity and your bravery and your courage. So that's actually very interesting, the way that that's come through for you, Taurus. Right, so I now am looking at the next card that I'm drawing for you is your lesson of 2022. So what was the main lesson of 2022 for you? The main lesson that this year was supposed to teach you. And we have the Three of Swords. So Three of Swords is not really a good card, okay, Taurus, because the Three of Swords is the card of heartache, heartbreak, disappointment, like actually those deep emotions of sorrow and etc. So, and I just decided I needed to move these over a bit. Hold on, let's try and make some space here. So Taurus, basically what the Three of Swords is saying as a lesson of 2022, 2022 was clearly a difficult year for you. It clearly is a difficult year for you. It's not over yet. We only have the 1 month left, which is yay, especially when this has been your lesson. So if you take a minute and actually think about 2022, I think you'll recognize that it's been tough, it's been hard. It's been one disappointment after another, one setback after another. It's been just a continuous negative. I don't want to say negative. Negative is such a horrible word. Negative is such a negative word. But the Three of Swords is basically saying to you that it's been a really tough, hard, emotional year for you, okay? And that's the lesson. And then the lesson is overcoming that, working through that, processing emotion, processing pain, processing the disappointments, and finding a way to move on past that. So that has been your lesson of 2022. Now I want to look at what is your lesson of 2023. And it'll be interesting then to compare the two to see the progress that you may have made. So lesson of 2023 for Taurus energy, we have got Temperance. So the energies are definitely shifting quite a bit. There, it was about that raw emotion and the feeling and the hurt and the disappointment and the sorrow and all of that. Temperance is a card of healing. It is a card of finding balance. So here she is sitting in the water, okay? So she's like literally got herself in the water. She's got these 2 cups and she's trying to find balance. We've got the dragonflies, and they are very balanced and very good in their flying. But dragonflies are also spirit drawing near, saying, you're okay, you're okay, you're okay. And she is so focused on her task at hand. She's not worrying about the dragonflies. She's not worried about the water that's flowing around her. She is just focusing on, in this moment, in this space, finding balance between who she is, what she is, and why she is. So when we compare, so Taurus, when we compare these 2 cards, lesson of 2022, lesson of 2023, 2022 has been about the feelings. It's been about the emotions, about overcoming the feelings, the emotions, the disappointment, the heartaches, the hardships, etc. 2023 is going to be about bringing balance into your life. It's also interesting when I look at what energy to leave behind, and I said that this is almost a card of arrogance, okay? It's not completely arrogance, but it's almost a card of arrogance. And this was Spirit saying it's what you need to leave behind, okay? This is what you need to leave behind. Now we look at the heartache and the disappointment and all of that. So once you've overcome this, moving forward into the next year, it's about finding equilibrium and finding balance in your life, which I think is really, really great. Okay, so Taurus, this was the lesson of 2022. We're still in December, okay? We've still got an entire month to go before this lesson is complete. At this point, I want to ask the question of, have you completed this lesson? Have you succeeded and accomplished in learning this lesson, or do you still have some things to do in the balance of this year? In other words, in December. So how have you done with your lesson for the year? Are you okay, or is there still some unfinished business? And here we have got the World. I love that for you. Oh my gosh, Taurus, the World. So the World is a major arcana card, but it is also the final major arcana card. And the World talks about full circle. The World is the card that says you have come full circle, and we are complete, and now we're ready to start again. So your lesson of 2022, I need to get my years right. So Taurus, the lesson of 2022, the hardship, the suffering, the sorrow, the disappointment, the pain, all of that is done. It's complete. It's finished. You can breathe. That means December is going to be about moving into the new energies of finding balance. But let's see, what is the new energy that is waiting to come in for you? So what is the new energy that you're going to be experiencing in December and leading you into 2023? And here we have the Three of Cups, my favorite card in any tarot deck. Three of Cups is the card of celebration. It's the card of joy. It's the card of happiness. It's the card of spending good times with good people, but it's also the card of focusing on the positives, focusing on the happy times, focusing on love, on celebration, on all of those kind of good things. So this is the new energy that's coming through, which is where, again, this balance is coming from. So we're letting go the hardships, okay? Remember, the energy that you're taking into next year with you is curiosity, is wanting to explore more than, with no fear, no anxiety, and no judgment. We have experienced a lot of hardship in 2022, but it certainly looks like 2023 is going to be easier. You've learned all the lessons that you needed to, and in December, your focus needs to be just on celebrating with friends. So I have another tarot deck. So I'm going to give this tarot deck a little shuffle, Taurus, and what I'm doing here is I am just sort of asking Spirit anything else that needs to be said for December, for 2022, anything else that you need to know that maybe I missed or that didn't come through that needs to come through. So we're giving an entire another tarot deck the chance to speak out. So let's have a look, Taurus. 2022, anything else that Taurus needs to know or needs to complete or needs to be aware of in 2022. December 2022. Okay, so apparently we're taking the Two of Bones. I will show you the card in a sec. I do want a second card. So just giving a shuffle. I'm not looking for jumpers. I don't read jumpers. Jumpers are cards that fall out. But if a card does fall out, I normally get a feeling of whether it was just my bad shuffling or whether it was the card that actually needed to come through. So, this card is the same as this card. By the way, Three of Cups, Three of Cups. I just love it. You know what, Taurus, this is absolute confirmation for you that for what's left of 2022, do not get caught up in this, okay? Do not get caught up in this. It's done. It's complete. It's finished. Do not allow yourself to get sucked into that, because what we need to recognize, okay, so here we have, if the camera will focus, the Two of Boons. Now, Boons in traditional tarot is pentacles. So here he is crossing the troll bridge. There is the troll. The troll is sitting under the bridge. He is crossing the troll bridge. Why is he crossing the troll bridge? Because it's a shortcut, okay? It's a quick and easy way from that side to this side. He knows that if you cross the troll bridge, there is generally a toll fee to be paid. But look at him. He is like super confident. He is just saying, you know what? I'm not afraid. I'm not scared. He is being very much Ace of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, okay? So he is being curious, but he's also being brave enough to step beyond. And he is willing to deal with the troll if he needs to. He's willing to say to the troll, come troll, let's be friends. Let's have a party. Let's get together and have a good time. He is not allowing insecurities, doubts, and anything to hold him back. So Taurus, the message here that's coming through from these two additional cards for you is Spirit saying to you, you've got 1 month left of this year. You can focus here or you can focus here. Where do you want to focus? Do you want to spend this next month being vulnerable, exposed, and putting yourself in harm's way, feeling the pain, the disappointment, the negativity? Or do you want to take a little risk, take a little chance, and actually celebrate life, live life the way that it is meant to be lived? All right. I think that message is crystal clear. I have an oracle deck here. And this is the Divine Energy Oracle. It is a beautiful, beautiful oracle deck. So I am going to give it just a little shuffle. I'm looking for just a single card as final message for December 2022 for all Taurus energy. Final message for December 2022 for Taurus energy. What do you need to know, do, or experience in this last month of the year? And I am taking off the top. Let's have a look and see what we have, Taurus. You see, you know what I say, friends, I can't make this stuff up. Go for your dreams, Taurus. You've only got 1 month left. And the fact that we have these two Three of Cups cards, again, is confirmation that if you spend time with people you love, people you admire, people you adore, if you spend time climbing outside of your comfort zone and being a little bit braver than usual, instead of focusing on this, you're going to end this year off on a really, really good note. So go for your dreams. Don't hold back. You've got 1 month left. Make it count. So Taurus, sending you all much love and many blessings. And until we connect again, take care.